Okay, we're going to get rocking and rolling. So this is open mic night with our Gen Y panel. And my name is Kimberly Warlow, and I am a national marketing director with the Juice Plus company. And I have been with the company since I was 26 years old. And I'm so excited to be your host for this call tonight and filling in for our dear friend Kimberly Williams. As Kimberly Warlow, we are two powerful K-dubs that we call ourselves, so we are interchangeable. And I'm just so excited to be on this call with these rising leaders in our company. And it's funny because I actually had to look up the definition of what a Gen Y and what a millennial was, because I asked these guys today what they were, and they said both, and I was so confused. So in case any of you are wondering what Gen Y and millennial are, I'm not going to get into the specifics. It was pretty vague what the differences are, but basically if you were born between 1980 and early 2000, so basically anywhere between age 16 and 36, you are a millennial or a Gen Y. So I'm like squeaking in on the other side of that. But I am just so excited that this is a business opportunity for all ages. And when I initially heard about the Juice Plus company, it was my mom who was doing the business, and I thought it was for her age group. I thought it was for people that wanted retirement income, and that was all I saw at first, which it is a great opportunity for that. But then I went to a conference with her, and I saw that there were people from all walks of life, including young people, that were doing this business and just leading these extraordinary lives. And so that's what tonight is about. You're going to get to hear from 4 of them, and they have a lot of passion and a lot of energy. And so I want to introduce them to you right now. Maria, where are you, Maria? Wave your hand there. Okay, she's up in the corner there. She started her Juice Plus journey with a really amazing product experience, because Juice Plus helped her get rid of her migraines, and then she fell in love with the company and the business, and she's been building this business while she's in college. And she's in St. Louis. And then Laney Dillon, there she is, up in the frigid Northeast Michigan. And she is a recent college grad, and she is rocking and rolling in this business. And then Michael Alley in Colorado. Michael has a really interesting story. He is a 4.0 college student who was pursuing a medical career, and he dropped out of college to pursue this business. So he's got a really interesting perspective on all this. So I'm excited for you guys to hear from them. We've got some questions to ask them. And if you guys have a question that you would like them to answer, you can put it in the chat. We may be able to get to it. And without further ado, we're going to get started with our first question. Let's see, I forgot my order already. I'm sorry, you guys. And that's another really cool thing, is you don't have to be perfect to do this business, because I'm very successful and I make mistakes all the time. So isn't that good? That gives hope to all of you guys. Here we go. Lost my notes here. Okay, Laney, first question is for you. You know, you could do anything you wanted after college. Why did you choose to do this business, and why this company? Take it away.
Easy question. Well, hi guys. I am so grateful to be on this call. So I graduated, actually top of my college 6 months ago, and it was the greatest thing, because I finally no longer had to focus on things I didn't care about, and I could just focus on my business, because school was getting in the way of me building my dreams. Usually kind of backwards. Usually people go to school to build their dreams, but mine is getting in the way. So anyways, I chose the Juice Plus company. Because I was the top student in the college business, and I was top 20 in sales in the country. They would fly me all over competitions. I got heckled by the top recruiters, and I still do. And they're kind of like gnats. It's just like, oh, that's cute, but you can't top what I do. I don't care about plastic. I don't care about insurance. I don't care about any of those things. I wouldn't be excited every day for life. I would just be putting up with working a 9 to 5 just to make money, so that in 30 years I could enjoy my life. No, I'm not signing myself up for that. As Jim was saying, I'm not taking that class. I want to enjoy my life today. So I'm a 22-year-old, and I'm using my marketing degree however the heck I want to. And I'm marketing something that will actually help people's lives and actually benefit them. I can work with any company I want. I'm going to work with one that's actually making a difference in this world. And I'm not just trying to make a pretty penny off people, but doing something I truly believe in. So wait, what was the first part of that question, Kimberly? I'm going on a tangent. I get excited.
You answered it. And then why this company? Why this company out of all of them?
Because this company has a heart. Prime example, the community. The networking I get to do with everyone in this business, every event, every opportunity to travel, I get to meet the most inspiring people you would ever want to be around. Michael, Alley, Maria Pizzo. These are people my age, and I adore them. They're all over the country, St. Louis, Colorado, and Michigan. Yeah, we are all close. We've all hung out multiple times. And it's just because the community that I get is so rich. It's so rich in passion, excitement. People get around us and they're confused. They're like, wait, you're 22 and you're that happy? You're that positive? All right. And it's true. We're really that happy and that positive because we love what we do and we're around people who love what they do. And something magical happens when you get a ton of passion and excitement and good people together. Just the quality of the people and the heart that this company has to help people.
That's awesome, Laney. And you get to bring the energy every single day, girl. I love it. All right, Michael, next question for you is you chose to leave college to do this business and you were pursuing a medical career. So tell us a little bit about that. And is it possible for other young millennials who are looking at this opportunity to use this as an alternative to going to college?
Wow. I'm going to be the one person that's quoted for the rest of our lives that Michael said, I don't have to go to college. No, I'm just kidding. I love that. Well, first of all these spaces here, it's so cool that you guys took the time to do this. And also that I ignored you guys' chat as much as I could. So I didn't know what was coming in these questions. And I do it on purpose because I really, really love to speak from the heart. And so, why did I choose to do this instead of medicine? Well, I went to school to become a surgeon actually. And I wanted to do that because I wanted to help people. And that, like, for a while I was wrapped up in an ego, of course, and wearing the white coat sounded really cool. And being in that position where people just trust you because of the letters behind your name sounded awesome. But when I learned the value of food and what food could do for people's bodies, and that some drugs were less effective than, say, broccoli at treating heart disease, that, when I started to learn these things, I realized, wow, like I can really, really make a difference and I can really, really help people, but I don't have to have that white coat. And so I went out on a leap of faith, really because I grew a little team, and this team of people behind me, they needed me, and I was too busy. Kind of like Laney said, my schooling was distracting me from my business, and I wasn't anywhere near being done with school. I'd still, before I was a resident doctor, it would have been at least 12 more years. It's ridiculous. But so 6 plus 12, that's 18 years. That's a long time. And so I decided to quit just because I knew that I could help people, but also because I had this team of people growing behind me. And I thought, how selfish of me to not be there for them when I sold them this dream, right? And speaking of that dream, I think that it's totally viable for millennials to build a business instead of going to college. Now, personally, I think that college is important. And I think that the Juice Plus company also thinks that college is important because they subsidize our college tuition when we get to our leadership positions. And so, if for somebody that's on the fence of like, I don't know if I want to go to college, but I also need to do something with my life. I'd say that 90% of my friends are right there where they're at the bar and they don't know what to do, but they know they need to do something and they're tired of living in their parents' basements. That's awesome. But college, I don't think is the best step to take if you don't know what you're going to do, because I have so many friends that are in so much debt because they changed what they wanted to do over and over and over again. And, they didn't go into an understanding that they had to make a commitment. And so if you could spend 4 years building a Juice Plus business, create yourself a nice, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year income, and then go to college because you want to learn, not because you need a job. I think that that's a totally viable opportunity for people in this company. And statistics show that we're less than 1% of the world population even knows about Juice Plus. I think we're at only about 3% saturation in the United States. And so when you consider that there's that much room for opportunity, I think we're doing a disservice if more millennials don't get involved, honestly.
Awesome, Michael. All right, next question for you, Maria Pizzo. You were building your business while you're in school, rock star. So tell us a little bit about that and how you work your business while you're in college.
Yeah, so I'm a college student and I'm in St. Louis right now, but it kind of just depends on the week. Sometimes I'm in Cape Girardeau where I go to school, but I love being able to travel with this business. So I work my business while I'm in school really just in stolen moments. And I love that I've designed my school schedule to not interfere with different calls and different things so that I can still be there for my team. So next semester is my last semester of college, and I'm only taking 7 credit hours so that I have a lot of time to just be there for my team, because I know that they're not at the place yet where they can just kind of go off and do their thing, and I want to be there for them to help and lead them and things like that. So as a college student, it's actually a lot of fun to do this business. There was a couple weeks ago, it was during my finals week, and I actually hopped on a Zoom call with some girls because I was in a group project, and we literally got on a Zoom call from the library, and you can really do this business anywhere. And I love being in college, and I've learned so much from what I've been studying. I'm actually a philosophy major, and a lot of people look at me like I have a third eye, but I love philosophy and I'm super passionate about it. And so I was like, if I'm going to go to college and be in college, but know what I'm going to do, I'm going to study something that I love. I didn't want to be a business student and not be passionate about it because I had a business. So I love what I do and I love what I'm studying. And I think that it's definitely helped broaden my knowledge and my perspective. But I agree with what Michael was saying. If you don't know what you want to do and you're just in college just to be in college, you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be going into debt for that. And so my boyfriend actually has a similar story where he dropped out because he was just going into debt. And so I think that is super wrong and that we shouldn't do that. And if you want to go to college to learn, that's amazing. And that's so awesome. But you shouldn't do it if you're going to go super far into debt. So I love what I do and I love being able to work this business. And I've met so many people. I'm pretty sure, my teammate Cheyenne is on this call and I met her through college. And so I've met so many amazing, incredible people from my experience at the college that I go to. And so I think that it's really cool, the people that you can meet and the connections that you can gain. And I've just learned so much. So I love being able to do this. And if you have a smartphone, you can work this business. So sometimes I promote people when I'm in class and things like that. But it's a ton of fun and you can work from wherever. So yeah.
You can work on your phone from the class or on the beach, whichever one you want.
Exactly.
That's awesome. All right, next question for you, Laney. Being an entrepreneur is not the norm in your age group. So as Eric Worre, who does an incredible documentary that I highly recommend called The Rise of the Entrepreneur, he says you may have to risk a temporary loss of social esteem, but is it worth it? And that's what I want to ask you, Laney. Is it worth it?
Yes, it is so worth it. So I would say the people that were around me that I was trying to impress and that I cared what they thought about me, when looking back in retrospect, seeing what they're doing with their lives now, why did I care so much what they thought about me? They should care what I think about them. So I would say, yes, I had to accept a little bit of swallowing my pride and my ego because, I'm doing that thing. But guess what? I love my life, and you are living to get drunk on the weekends. Nothing against, people who live that because they just don't know any better. They don't know that there's another thing that they can do with their lives. And that's not all of them, but that's most people we're in those circles. So, I mean, I just keep going back to this, but the people that are in my life now, I let some people go out of my life, but the people who replace them, I'm so blessed by it. They're like a step up. I upgraded. It may feel like, oh no, people fall away, but it was for my benefit that they're not in my circles anymore because they would just drag me down with their negativity and their pessimism and their skepticism and things that I don't want in my circles. So, I do that thing. You wouldn't know it, though. I would say people really respect me, though. People know me as a person first. And so I think people automatically tie whatever it is I'm doing. Most people don't know what I'm doing, and they're like, I don't know what you're doing, but that's awesome. Keep doing it. I don't know what 12 Club is, but congratulations. So I would say, be you. Always be genuine. Never lose yourself in this business. Don't try and become someone that you're not. If you're staying truly genuine to who you are, your personality, who God put you on this planet to be, people are going to respect you no matter what, and they're going to see you, and just never sacrifice your core self, your core personality. Whether you're on stage in front of 8,000 people, whether you're on social media in front of a couple thousand people, always stay true to yourself, and you're going to attract the right people in your life no matter what. And the wrong people are going to go and the right people are going to come. So yeah, I accepted a slight bit, but I don't even feel like I did, because my social circles did a total upgrade. So
yay for friend upgrade. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, next question for you, Michael. Our movement that our company is really revolutionary, the healthy living revolution is on the cutting edge of health in the future, and our mantra is take healthy back. Why is that so important? Why does that resonate so much for your generation, and why are you so passionate about it?
Oh God, I feel like the gates of heaven opened up and a light shined down at the conference when they talked about this healthy living revolution. Because when I studied, I feel like I studied a million things, but just a few of them was public health, integrative biology, and the organic chemistry and science of food. And so, the organic chemistry and science of food really is the relationship between nutrition and disease. And studying that at the biochemical level, and that's great. Integrative biology, we got into things like disease pathology and anatomy, and so I understand the state of the health. But then also public health was a way that we study how to keep communities and people healthy, and most importantly, how to keep them from getting sick in the first place. And so from that perspective is what I heard the healthy living revolution. And when I understood that we were standing behind a company that not only wants to sell people a product, but I think the product is really just the beginning of an experience, that we're behind a company that wants to actually teach people the fundamental skills, like as in public health, to help people stay healthy. And that's really why it spoke mostly to me, is because it's what I devoted 6 years of my life to understanding. And it's such a simple and very, very effective way to cast a huge net and to actually make a difference in people's lives. And so for me, I don't know of anything else in the world that is as genuine and as inclusive and as convenient and as supportive as the healthy living revolution and the Juice Plus products. Because I think that most people, like, why is this important to people in my generation, but really I think the whole world right now, is because we live in a very, very fast-paced environment, and we live under a lot of stress. And there are a lot of people, like families of parents of a child, that are working 2 jobs, each parent, just to make ends meet. You think they have the time to go to the grocery store and chop up fruits and vegetables? They don't. And there's people my age that are having kids, and they don't, it's ridiculous. I can't even go on that tangent. But the point is that we live in a very, very busy environment. And so people rely on convenience. And so if we can offer them a convenient way to learn and a convenient way to get support, and I don't know, or to get nutrition, and I don't know of anything more convenient than your food in a capsule, and online modules from some of the world's best doctors to learn it for free. It just doesn't get any simpler than that for me. But then also the support. I think, like, when somebody my age wants to make a change, they're the only one in their social circle at that time that wants to make that change. And so they may want to eat the salads and they may want to go to the gym, but every one of their friends and family is giving them a hard time for it. I experienced that. I had friends and family that would just talk a bunch of crap because they didn't understand what I was trying to do, but I was trying to better myself, and I had to be that example. And to find a community where I can have a new set of friends, like an upgraded one, like Laney said, that are going to support me along the way. I think those are the 2 keys to health that my generation deals with, this convenience and support. And we offer both of those.
Awesome. Well, I just love listening to you guys and all your passion and excitement for the future. And as a non-Gen Yer, if I want to partner with more millennials, the next question is for you, Maria. Like, I just love your zest and your energy. And if I wanted to have more of you as business partners, where would I make friends with more Gen Yers and millennials? Like, and what's the best approach to start with?
Yeah. So you can really meet millennials anywhere. It kind of just depends, if you go out and go to coffee shops and you see millennials and things like that, like, just approach us and add us on social media and see what we're doing there. See what we're doing, because we hang out on social media, and that's the best way to connect with us if you want to get in touch with us. And then if you are part of other generations, then it's really best to connect us to other people in our generation so that we can relate, because I don't have kids. And so I don't know, it's different talking to a mom or, something like that. So there is a lot of differences there, but I would definitely connect with us on social media. But just approach us out. And like, I was actually introduced to Juice Plus by my chiropractor. And so it was simple for him to connect with me because I was one of his patients. But really, if you just want to meet more millennials, just be bold and approach us, even if you don't know what we're going to think of you. Because if they are the right millennials, then they'll definitely respect you and be super, super grateful, like I am, for the person who shared Juice Plus with me. And the millennials that are mature will respect you, and they will totally be on board to listening to what you have to say. But definitely connect with us on social media, because that's where we hang out.
So really be interested in what you're interested in first of all, and then go from there. That was
yes.
Really, really good. Well, you guys are amazing. I am friends with all of you and never have felt that I'm the old person until this call. I'm just kidding. But no, I love it. I love getting to hang out with you guys. I love your leadership. You guys are all super successful in your franchises, and you just have so much more time ahead of you to keep building these massive businesses. And, you know, as someone, I started at 26, but I didn't really take it seriously at first. And now today, after 6 years of really treating it like a business, I am making a 6-figure income, and I am so grateful for that. And we're going to be, my husband is now retired thanks to our Juice Plus income, and we're going to be financially free at 40. And you guys have that opportunity even earlier than me, and that's what's exciting. I mean, you guys are going to be financially free in your 20s and 30s. And so I just commend you for saying yes to this business. And for those of you that got on to be a part of this open mic night, I commend you for taking a peek and seeing how this franchise could, be a part of your future and the things that you want, and the dreams that you have for your future. And it was super fun that you guys brought this together. I think we should do another one. I think we should make this a tradition to have open mic night with you guys. And just in closing, I want to just remind you that this business, and you heard it in all their stories, that this business brings so much more than just finances. There's fun, there's friendships, friend upgrades, according to Laney. And there's this fulfillment, this sense that you're really making a difference in people's lives, and then freedom, options, and choices. And that is something that's so priceless, because so many life choices will bring us one or the other, but not the freedom and the options. And so I just really appreciate you guys being on here tonight, taking your time to be a part of this. And so I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. And if you guys want to unmute and just thank this panel for bringing the awesome energy tonight. And you guys have an incredible Christmas and the best 2017 ever.